Hi there, this is Justin from LemPlates, and today we'll be comparing Notion versus LemPlates. So we'll quickly go through the process of each tool, and you can have a look at how they work and then see which one works best for you. So both tools can be used for small teams, they can be used by medium-sized teams, they can also be used by large teams depending on how each team uses it. So when teams compare Notion to be more structured and revolve around the SOP systems, the conversion usually gets stuck on features. So there are aspects like more blocks, customizations, and flexibility. So depending on what your team's end goal is, you can always have a look at which one works for you. So when someone actually needs to run a process and not actually design one, which system gets them there faster. So we all know that both tools have templates, ready-made templates, or you can make your own template depending on how you want to use this specific tool. So we'll get into it. We'll start with Notion and then we'll transition to LemPlates. So with this one, or with regards to this tool, it's not necessarily about which tool is more powerful. It's more about how SOPs behave in real workflows. So if your SOPs are done and finalized and in a way that's efficient, in a way that's quicker, then that tool specifically works for your team. So let's look at templates and Notion and see which one gets us there faster. So this is for teams to decide on the flexibility and the execution process while using the systems. Notion's biggest strength obviously is customizations. So we'll quickly go into Notion. And if you don't already have an account, you can always go back to the previous videos where it has detailed information about this. So there's the account creation process and so on. So we'll just do that. So with this one, with Notions, is you can create more blocks. For example, this one, you can create more pages. So you have the option of creating blocks here, the plus icon, and then you can add whatever element you need to add, your text, your writing, your blocks, your tables, your maps, your timelines, your chats, anything that you need to add, everything is here. So you can even have integrations, links from different apps that you can use and they will appear here, your Loom, etc. So it's mostly interconnected as well with other apps and you can use them within Notion. So it makes the whole process easier instead of just using too many tools to structure your workflow. You can just use one and have it done there. So that's what makes Notion great. It handles a lot in one go and it's excellent and excels at explaining work. It doesn't control the execution, but it makes sure that everything else is straightforward. So with this Notion, I will start with the doc, the templates that we got. So if you need a pre-made template, you can always go to home or you can always search for a pre-made template. As you can see, there are some templates here and you can always search on the store as well. You can find templates that you can use, the marketplace. There we go. Here you can discover the templates, build your own, or discover the templates that were already created by other users. So we'll start with this template right here. It's straightforward, right? It states your onboarding checklist for VAs and freelancers. So here you have your not started, you have your in progress, and you have your done. As you can see, this are the documents or the sections that need to be filled out. So you can say that these are more like columns, categories, or lists that you create for yourself, and you can fill in all the details in here As you can see, it has as much information as possible, but when you just click out of this, it's all hidden away nicely, which makes it neat and straightforward. So this is one of the workspaces that your team can work on and will always have access to. So if you want to share all this with the team members, you go to start collaborating and invite your team members, or you can always share and insert your team members emails, Slack details, and they will have access to this document as well. They will have the access to edit it as well. So that's how you get your way around it. As you can see here, there you have pages that it's sort of like a table of context. So everything is hidden away nicely and straightforward for you, organized in a neat manner. So you can have such a similar workflow for your team handling, let's say, a different client with different deliverables and objectives. So that's how you can look at it. So when it comes to templates, it approaches SOPs from a different angle. Instead of starting with a blank canvas, it starts with execution in mind. So same thing, you already have your templates beforehand, and all you need to do is get to it, execute, and have everything that you need there ready for you, and just fill it out. Complete all the deliverables, meet all your KPIs as quickly as possible. So each SOP is designed to guide someone through a process step by step with less room for interpretation. So as you can see here, if you need to learn how to create an account for templates, you can always create it, or always go back to the previous videos. Here you have your marketplace for your templates, and there you go. So you can search your templates, or here you can have a category in which the templates you are likely to look for will appear. So you have your operation, customer success, etc. Makes it easier for you to find. However, we'll be going with client onboarding checklist. So with this one, you have your steps. There we go, and you can always edit the steps whenever you need. So you can click use template, and then go to your templates, and there we go. So we have a client onboarding checklist. Copy. So this is basically your template. You can edit, and in here are your steps. So with your steps, you can edit, add whatever information you need, add your images, etc. So that's how you can always look at that. And then you have your, yeah, you can add your client name or your output or your deliverables, like what you need, you can edit here. Let's say it's rundown. Okay. So we'll just say it's the name of the client, for example, and we'll just save it there. And if you need to share this section or this template with your team members, you can always go to Teams and share it there. So I'll quickly show you that, since it's not a difficult process. So this function or template in general reduces flexibility, but it increases speed at which you complete everything else. So we have your teams. Let's say, oh, okay. Okay, let's just say friend. No, let's just say red, since I forgot the name. So we'll just go with red for now. And if you invite your members there, you can invite whatever team member you have, and then you can share the template with them. So we have rundown. There we go. So they'll have access to the tool. They'll have access to the tool and have all this. So that's just straightforward. And then you have your integration as well. You can integrate it with different external apps that you use, external tools that you use, so that you can have one whole automated workflow, that everything is structured and everything is in one tool which makes everything organized, increases outputs, etc. So with these tools, you're comparing between flexibility and speed. So depending on what your team needs, a perfect tool for you will depend on what your team needs actually. So that's how it goes about. So if you need any more information, you need to compare the tools a bit more, play around with certain sections, integrations, and templates, and see how that works well for your team. You can always have a look at the link in the description below. The links to the tools are there, and you can always play around with them at your own leisure. Maybe if you find a specific function that you think is interesting, you can always drop that in the comments below and I will have a look at it. So that's it from me. Thank you very much.